Good day and welcome back to another Dbz Dokkan battle video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at how to beat the Realm of the Gods mission for the Fighting Legend Goku GT event. Now we could complete both the Future and the Realm of the Gods at the same time, but I kind of want to show off varying team build, something a bit more Android 17, 18, Trunks kind of variant for Future, and then for Realm of the Gods kind of wanted to go just kind of strictly Realm of the Gods unit with maybe a bit more variation with free-to-play units, etc. So always juggling, but you can very easily do this with one team. If you go full kind of Goku Rose, maybe mixed up with a little couple God Boys, a little Vegito, a little Tech Vegito, a little Strength Vegito, you can finish this pretty much straight away. Both missions done in one go, very easy. But I like to change it up and show a couple different variations. So that's kind of why this isn't both missions, but you can definitely do both missions. So yeah. Also, I like to do missions one by one, unless it's like a total mission type of thing. So always cool like that. In terms of team build here, pretty straightforward. We've got on our side the Int MUI Goku, obviously after his EZA. He was a Realm of the Gods lead before, but he's an improved Realm of the Gods lead. Stacks attack and defense. He also has that transformation, which is really awesome. And he's just a very solid unit. He's can get caught out a bit in red zone in certain situations, but I still really like him overall. I think he's just a really fun unit to utilize. Then we have alongside him physical UI Goku. They don't link up at all, but physical UI Goku gives him support. Obviously they got the same name. When Goku does transform, if he does transform, they will link up, which is great. Now this UI Goku has a good rate of dodge alongside as well stacking defense. So alongside providing support, he's also just incredibly solid when it comes to his overall performance. So yeah, I really like him as well. I think he does a great job. And he's a lot of fun to utilize as a unit as well. Then we have Strength Vegito Blue. Obviously you guys should know by now, but this guy is a staple as a free-to-play unit in pretty much any kind of content that's not he's pretty good in all content. Really like him. Obviously stacks defense on his 12 key, but also just a really solid unit. Great when you get his 18 key, additional attacks, etc. Really just super duper solid. So then outside of those options, a bit more left field options, we also have the AGL General Banner Goku Black. Now this guy is not a bad unit. I think the consensus on him is he's not great. He's actually quite good for these events because you can put him in the direction to get hit early on when the event's not so hard. This allows him to build up his defense pretty quickly. And then allows him to kind of have that very decent level of defense that he does have once fully built up. And he can float, providing 40% support to a lot of our units. He'll provide support to Zamasu, which is pretty big. So that's all a really good kind of situation to be in there. We have the Strength Rose, Super Saiyan Rose EZA. Obviously a super duper solid unit as well. The final blow is a big deal for him. And getting that final blow is very crucial. It does change his level of performance quite substantially. So for those who don't know, he's a 50% support, but he gains 50% attack and defense as well when he manages to get the final blow. So by getting the final blow with him, we essentially enable him to do substantially more damage, which is imperative. It does help out quite a lot, and that does change his functionality quite a bit. It obviously gets him to be, functionally quite solid defensively. His attack damage goes up, and he just overall looks a lot better as a unit, basically. Strength Rose, super duper solid, and he of course obviously accommodates Zamasu as well. Accommodating Zamasu, really allowing Zamasu to do his thing, providing him with ki, providing him with support, providing him with defense. And just really good from that angle, essentially. So Zamasu obviously is the friend lead. We'll talk about these strengths Zamasu that we're kind of floating around, but he's just an okay solid unit. Decent stats after super with a little bit of healing as well. and just in general kind of just a good floater. You can replace him with pretty much anything. I just kind of wanted to choose a bit more of a left field option for floating around. Obviously needs his EZA, but I would say he's probably on the solid side of things. He's not someone I'd stick in the main rotation, but he gets the job done to a certain degree, so he does more than fine. But yeah, obviously the entire premise of the team, I think it's pretty apparent. It's to service the Tech Fusion Zamasu, who's obviously a great unit, but it's going to be doing a huge amount of our payload. So we have a solid rotation of the UI Gokus, kind of doing their thing, being generally, across the board, very, very solid units. And then we obviously have the Zamasu rotation, where we have like all our damage occurring. So yeah, it's obviously kind of built around that. Functionally, the team, definitely obviously relies on that Zamasu damage. It could possibly finish it without him. Defensively, we technically get stronger over time, so I don't see us lacking in defense, but we definitely would take a lot longer. And Tech Zamasu just kind of carries the payload, so there's no real reason to not use him, which I think personally is more than fine. Other than that, it's pretty much a solid foundation. We don't tend to have any huge problems. We did use a Icarus. That's the only item we used, just to take the edge off of some attacks during this tech phase, because of the fact that we have the AGL Goku Black and we were a bit low on health. So just using Icarus. Outside of that, nothing too crazy. Pretty much cleaned up things pretty well, I would say, from our side. So some really good damage, really good performance from the units. You can see Tech Zamasu just kind of incinerating Goku's health here. So obviously very, very good, at least for me. And yeah, overall I would say we didn't have too many problems. I think as we look at the event, I think overall a lot of players should be able to do this event. There's a decent chunk of free-to-play units. We look at Vegeta Blue, we look at UI Goku, so there's some decent free-to-play options to fill in your roster, and you can use a ton of leads. We also have the Int Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan Vegeta, the Super Saiyan God Duo boys, which you can also use, which is great. So yeah, there's plenty of options. It's just going to depend a little bit on obviously where you lie with your box and your units and everything. But yeah, overall, I would say pretty fun time. Nice mission, obviously timed with the event so that people can try out the different teams. But that's just one variation of the build. You're free to go and do whatever you want. If you do need help though, you can leave a comment down below and I'll gladly assist you. And yeah, that's basically going to be it from me. So I will see you guys in the next one. And until then, good luck, have fun, and yeah, as always, take care, stay safe, and bye.